Awesome. All right, we're live. Cool. Sweet. What's up, brother?
Not much, man. Just chilling.
Noise. Let me.
Hey, are we live on YouTube? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Because I actually have it pulled up, and oh, there we go. Okay.
It's got a 10-second. It's got a 10-second delay.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious about how that worked.
Yeah, you gotta. Oh, I can. I can hear
it. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'll turn that off. Yeah. What's up, man?
Oh, just want to make sure this thing is working. Go over a few things. Want to see if anybody's gonna jump in. I want to talk about.
Here,
gonna happen Friday.
I'll keep an eye on the chat as well.
Darth Eddie is in the house. Dude, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Darth Eddie. I don't know if you know him, but he follows me faithfully on Instagram, and like everything I post, this dude is on top of, and he's like super fan, and it's so cool.
Oh yeah,
it's so cool.
Nice.
So Eddie, I'm glad you're here, brother. If you can, kind of like spread the word that I'm doing this right now. This isn't going to be like a major thing we're doing tonight. The major thing is going to be on Friday. That's gonna be the big one.
Oh yeah.
Let me get some banners here. You know what? This might help. Boom. Yes. Good. Back to the comments. Matter of fact, let me check the Instagram really quick, see if some people are jumping in on this thing or not.
Cool. While you're doing that, cool thing. Public Affairs on base here, they actually reached out to me.
Really?
Because yes, they want to do a little feature article with me and my lightsabers for May the 4th.
What?
Yep. So yeah, that, and I'm also hosting a very basic entry-level lightsaber building class.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's going to be so cool.
As far as I know, it's going to be videotaped. I'll see if someone can videotape it on my phone, and I'll send it to you or something.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Freak, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. Super cool.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, let me whoever's in here, y'all have to forgive me. I'm still trying to figure a lot of this stuff out. All right. Get back to that. There we go. All right. Did you want to put your name in as your business name?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah, RoboFrets is just like a little username tag that I created back when I was like 16.
Cool. All right, got a few people coming in. Very cool.
Yeah. 4 people. I'm one of them.
I think my son's one of them. I'm not sure.
Oh, nice. Hey, Megtooth Sith is here.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's here. He just said,
what?
"Hey, Force."
All right. Let me.
Yeah. Hey.
Go back to the comments section here.
What's up,
yes, he is. What's up? Yeah, buddy. Let me.
How you doing, man?
Let me throw the banner back up.
Heck
Boom.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Very cool. Okay, cool. So, all right. So with a couple people here, let me go ahead and just give the reason why we're doing this right now. So, first of all, the other week, Link and myself at the last minute had to do this on Twitch because YouTube wanted 48 hours to confirm the account and all this stuff, and I didn't know about it. So at literally the last 45 minutes, we had to load everything up to Twitch and run it on Twitch. And then like half the people who wanted to join either couldn't, or they ended up, it was like real glitchy for them. And I'm like, geez, I'm crow. What do I do? So I went ahead and just connected the account, got it on YouTube, and this seems to be working well. So that's
good news.
I'm watching
it. It looks pretty good.
Good. Very good. All right. So
confirm the account.
Oh yeah, it sounds great too.
yeah, it's got a 10-second delay. So there's that. So for you very few people in the room, first thing I want to go ahead and just mention is that FourzzeFX is definitely doing, hey, it's Will, is definitely doing something for May 4th. Absolutely. Matter of fact, there's two things happening for May 4th. The first thing is this Friday at 8:30 Eastern time, we are running, and you know what? I'm going to throw it up in a banner too. This Friday, we're running a huge live stream event in honor of May 4th. It's as the banner says, it's a pre-May 4th celebration. And here's the reason why. If we do this on May 4th, nobody's going to show, because literally all the vendors in Saberland are going to have all their May 4th stuff up, and you guys are going to be shopping. Nobody's going to be shopping on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I am going to release my big Canon font of the year, because I always do it. I always release a big Canon font on May 4th. That's my big Canon font. And this one has been, it's existing, but it's redone, it's reworked, it's rebuilt. I'm putting the final screws on it as we speak. And I'm very excited about it because it's been a long time coming. And these last couple of weeks, I've been able to devote some time to it. And, it's like daddy issues important. It's like anger and lust for power important. It's a big one. So it's just, I'm very thrilled to finally bring it. And, it's like, I think most of the font makers are bringing something big on May 4th. But what my plan is, I'm gonna demo it Friday. I'm gonna release it Friday. And for those of you in the room paying attention, don't buy it until you watch the live stream, because you might have an opportunity to get it for free. You might, but you got to tune in. So you need to be here Friday.
Yeah, that sounds
8:30.
good.
Yeah,
no kidding. I'll be here.
You're gonna get the font. Yeah, freak. So here's the other thing. So on the last stream, a lot of you guys, I didn't get to put it on Facebook yet, but I got the Direct Connect Saber working.
Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
So here's what I did. I don't know if you guys know or if anybody said anything, but over my helmet, my Spaceballs inspired font finally got its completed upgrade. I told you guys I was going to do what was called the Lone Star variant. I took it a step further. You see, there's an upside and a downside to every Schwartz. So allow me to introduce to you
the upside
variant. You ready?
Not so fast, helmet. Lone Star.
So it's still over my helmet, but with upside.
Oh, shit!
May the Schwartz be with you.
Wait for it.
At last, we meet for the first time for the last time.
Okay, maybe if I put my leg up on yours, we can split a point like... Good, yeah. On three. 1, 2, 3. So long.
Oh! We're doing it for a shitload of money.
A couple more.
The Schwartz is in you, Lone Star. It's in you.
We're not just doing this for money.
So, if you guys previously purchased over my helmet, then you probably got an email with an update to it from Repulse Collectibles. You probably got it in your mailbox, and it contains the font with the upside variant in your extras folder. It's already there. Now, if you haven't picked up this Spaceballs inspired font and you go to Repulse right now and get it, it's all there. So if you bought it, you have it. If you go buy it, you'll get it. It's all there. So that I'm very happy about. The other thing I didn't get to let you guys know about was I did a little something to Daddy Issues Complete. That's my Return of the Jedi inspired font.
Sound bank selection.
You're to
Welcome, young Skywalker.
Oh wait, you gotta hear this. Hang on.
you're to refer to me as idiot, not you, Captain.
I love it.
Welcome, young Skywalker.
So
I can't kill my own father.
So on my Daddy Issues Complete is my baby. Like out of all my fonts, this is my baby. But somebody told me that it needed something special. It was missing something, and I don't mean tracks. This is something that's been needed to be added for a long time. And I remember a conversation that Kasith was having with Lando, and I think Jesse at Kyberphonic. And I, you know, if I'm misquoting him, don't get me wrong here, I think he was going to do this as a track. So what's a nice option is the way I did it is it's a Prion and it's not as long. So for those of you guys who love Return of the Jedi and you love the cave or you love the deleted scene, I give you Daddy Issues the cave. And there you go. It's short, it's sweet, it's not a track. I think Kasith's going to do it as a track. I'm not sure. No matter how he does it, it's going to be cool, and it'll be on his LS6 font. Again, if you got Daddy Issues Complete, then you got an email. It's got it in there. Some people were asking, "What's the change? I can't find it." It's in the extras folder. It's already there. If you have not picked up Daddy Issues Complete, I highly recommend you head over to repulsecollectibles.com, pick it up. You keep an eye on the comments, Aaron.
I am. Yeah.
Who do we got?
We got Will, Isaac Woodruff.
Isaac, how are you, dude? Thank you for joining tonight. Not going to do this incredibly long. I'm just going over a few things. So for everybody in the room who has not heard yet, this Friday, we're going to be doing a big pre-May 4th celebration live stream. I've got some people lined up. I'm going to be putting up a banner later this evening all over Facebook, all over Instagram, and the guest list is awesome. I've got me hosting it. I got Aaron and I are both going to host it. We're both, we're on it.
We're a team. Both Aarons.
We're both Aarons are here. So, let's see. Oh, snap.
Where are we going to get Kyle?
Link is in the room. Guys.
Oh, nice.
Yes. All right, nice. Guys, we're going to get Link, the owner of Repulse Collectibles, in the room with us to join. Let me get him in there real fast. Aaron, am I screen sharing right now or no?
No, you're not.
Okay. I hate being new to this. I got to give Lando, dude, I got to give Lando Sabers all the props in the world because dude is all over this. He's just amazing at this stuff, and I'm like still pretty darn new to it. So that's cool. But yeah, okay, so the guest list is going to be great. So I'm hosting it. Aaron's going to be here with me. We've got Benji, the Nerf Daddy. Nerf Herder Customs is going to be with us. That's going to be so fun. We've got oh, there he is.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
No camera tonight, everybody. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
All right, it's a talking insignia.
What's up?
I'm just announcing what's going on Friday. So we've got me, we got Aaron, we've got Benji from Nerf Herder, we've got Max Brown, who lately has been doing one heck of a great job doing font reviews for folks. Plus, he's very knowledgeable on everything that is Star Wars sounds. We've got the return of Kyle Lusignan, our resident cosplayer of Anakin, and I like to call him the Escalator Anakin. He's kind of come in. Dude is
oh, nice.
dude is great. Oh, sweet. Yeah. So, and
Kyle's
Jeremy,
great, man. Kyle's awesome, man. I love that guy.
and I managed to get Jeremy Moon from Moon's Custom Armory to get in here too.
Old Jeremy. Let's get him in here.
He's so cool. He's actually working on a saber for me, and I'm hoping he'll be able to showcase it because
I might have seen some teasers about that, and I am very excited.
Dude, that saber is literally one of a kind. What he did, he made that so game accurate for me, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And he's making a direct connect, so I'll have this to do. I'll have this built by my boy Chris the Wild Man over at the Jakku Junk Trader. He put together this Obi episode 3 for me with the direct connect, and then I've got Jeremy who's putting together a direct connect via Golden Harvest, so you guys will be able to hear what Golden Harvest sounds like over direct.
Nice.
And that's gonna be slick. So that's
since I came in a little late, can you catch me up on what's been talked about so far and what the rest of tonight's stream is looking like, so I kind of make sure I don't say the wrong things?
Oh, okay. So thus
give away anything.
Thus far, we've mentioned. Oh, thanks, Eddie. So far, we've talked about what's fixing to happen Friday. I have not told them what the font's going to be. It is a new font. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be. It's coming out Friday.
This Friday.
Be there. And the guest list. I'm really hoping some folks join. Like, I hope Lando, gets a chance to kind of join in, and because he's a cool cat, and he's really making an impact here in Saberland. So
he has one chance to make the impact of a lifetime.
Good stuff.
I know, dude.
It's better when you don't see my face.
I know, right?
Anyway, please continue. Don't mind me. I might have had a couple drinks. So
stick to water.
Yeah, stick to water. What, like Wave's hand, mind trick style? Water is good.
I'm not going to sell you death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks. I'm going to sell you death sticks. Go home and rethink my life.
Could you imagine anybody else saying that? Like any other character being hypnotized like that? Like Master Roshi. I don't want to sell you death sticks. I want to go home and rethink my life.
If we start doing that, Aaron, we're gonna derail this whole place.
I don't
want to do that.
No trouble at all.
You don't need to see this identification. Go ahead, Johanna. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I already told Forz about this, but kind of let you know. So I was actually contacted by Public Affairs on base today.
Oh, crap.
No. It's nothing. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad.
Okay.
They want to do an article on me for May the 4th.
Sick,
my lightsabers. Dude. Yep.
That's so. I wish they would have done that. I wish I would have been into the hobby back when I was in, because that would have been me too. Because that's so cool, man.
So sort of on that, I mean, just about anyone on base that's been there for a while kind of knows me, because frequently at night, especially on the weekends, I'd walk around base, just go on a little walk around a lightsaber. Yeah, and I'd have a lightsaber with me. It's a bit of light source. I've actually been approached by security forces a good number of times. Nothing bad, but
that's cool, man.
Sort of side note on that. I'm also going to be hosting a very basic and entry level class on lightsaber building.
The troops really could be fortified these days. I think it's going to go great.
Oh yeah, I have high hopes for this.
Show them the ways of the Force, my young Padawan.
I will.
No, that sounds really cool. Hey, when the article comes out, please share it. Like, I would love to read that, man. That would be so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. One more quick thing, kind of cool about Altus Air Force Base in general, there was actually 2 of our C-17s. We don't have them here anymore, but there was 2 of our C-17s that were used in the making and filming of Transformers 2.
Oh, cool, dude. I've actually flown in one of those, man. They're cool. They're really awesome.
Oh yeah. I've refueled dozens of them.
I just want a Bumblebee commercial.
To be honest, I was in the cargo bay and it was freezing because we had to take basically we were coming off deployment and they were coming from the Middle East and then we stopped in like Ireland on the way back, but it was literally just long enough to get gas. And me and like 50 other people had to like stay in the cargo bay and it's literally like the most jank Airbus, like, I mean, we're laying on the grate floor. Like, it was freezing cold. We got space blanket, but I mean, they had to move troops, and we had to come home, and that's what we had. And it was kind of cool, though. It was a cool experience.
Yeah,
those planes are huge, and that's not even that's the 17. That's not the 5. The 5 is stupid.
I've actually refueled a C5.
C5s are ridiculous. Yeah.
Stupid.
Anyway,
back on topic.
Yeah, please continue.
No, you're good.
I mean, that was pretty much it. 2 of our C-17s were in Transformers 2. Thought that was really cool.
Cool. Which one? I wish they would have used the C-17 as one of the Decepticons, right? But they used
that would have been really cool.
But they used like other jets and way cooler planes for that stuff.
Yeah. Still, that would have been really cool.
The Enterprise, the aircraft carrier that I've served on for about 1.5 years and deployed with, was in Top Gun, obviously, and some other stuff. So that's kind of my like similar claim to fame kind of thing.
That's cool.
But yeah, anyway, so back to lightsabers.
Yeah.
I could do this all day, especially when I've had a drink. So please tell me to shut up when I need to.
You're good. Actually, let's play round robin here. Aaron, do you have anything planned for May the 4th, or anything you're going to feature on the stream this Friday?
Not that I can really think of. I might tease the saber I've been designing. As like the first official Shadow Tech saber.
Sweet.
So yeah,
that's gonna be.
I'll probably do that. I'll find a way to broadcast that. I don't know.
Now this was actually something that I'm hoping. Golly, I'm hoping if there's enough time to do it. But there was a second font that was going to be released Friday, and I might just be able to demo the work in progress, but it's part of the reason why I was going to have Kyle come back. And Aaron is helping me.
Is this the one that I'm okay?
Yes,
nice.
And I'm hoping you'll put your musical skills to work and play me do a track for it.
You just tell me what track you want, and I'll cover it.
I need to watch that again before I get started.
Same. I got to get it fresh in my mind.
No kidding, because it's got to be really good. And what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is another out of universe font. Of course, on May 4th,
don't give it away.
I got to put a canon font out, but I would like to kind of put an out of universe font out with it, just for the fun of it. Now, if I can be done with what I'm working on by Wednesday night, then I can worry about, working on the other one, which really, honestly, dude, really shouldn't take that much time given the material. It's not like having to navigate through 6 movies and 180 episodes of something to get one font, whereas opposed to you have one movie that inspires one font. So there's that. Let me jump back to the comments section really quick. Oh, gosh. All right. So what'd you guys think of Mortal Kombat?
8.5 out of 10 from me.
8 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10.
Spoiler free. Spoiler free.
Of course. Oh, hey, but before we get to Mortal Kombat and movie stuff, you asked
Oh yeah, that's right.
You were asking about May the 4th stuff.
Right. I know what you're doing, but
I have a May the 4th teaser to tease, and then I have another tease that is based around a collaboration. If y'all are ready, since this is perfect because it's audio only. So
yes.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
It's sad that we know all this.
Oh, man.
All too easy.
That's it. That's all you're gonna get. But stand by for May the 4th. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Can't wait.
And then next.
Dude.
Hold on a second. Okay. This is a teaser for an upcoming collaboration project. I'm not going to say who it's with. I'm not going to say what all it entails, but
My name is Sam Flynn.
and that's all I'm going to do.
Dude.
Yes.
That's it.
I'm ready. Bring it on.
That's all I got. Guess I have to stand by.
Stand by, Chris.
Stand by,
Stand by to
Chris.
stand by.
Gosh, Mr. Herbert, I can't wait till May the 4th.
Isaac Woodruff just said, okay, here's my money. Just take it and give me already.
Oh, actually, I did just come out with Gideon and Son of a Bee. Now wait. Forz, you were trying to do this thing with that later, right? Not tonight.
Yes. So
that's
so
fine.
That you guys,
that's perfect because I'll just do a quick 2-second, and then when we actually go over it, I'm going to shoot you a copy. Hold on.
So while he's loading that, guys, Link just released his Gideon sound font based on Mando.
Here we go.
Moff Gideon. The Dark Saber. Activate the dark. Very well.
There you go.
Nice.
So what I'm going to be doing Friday is I'm going to put it in this saber. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys hear it over Direct Connect, so you'll know what you're dealing with.
Very much appreciated.
And you've got and then you just heard it via a 28 millimeter speaker. Is it a 28 or a 24 you got in there?
Oh Lord, what normally goes in a flagship? I don't remember.
Aaron, it's a 24, isn't it?
I think it's a 24.
I've never had a flagship. I've never had a flagship.
I think it's a 24, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a bass speaker.
Dude, if that was a 24, that sounded really good. Like,
I got a pretty good microphone, so but that's right. It's crazy, right? It's like it's a 24 millimeter bass speaker through a HyperX Quadcast microphone.
Yeah.
Just raw, right?
Yep.
So imagine hearing it in person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. You've got a new font dropping from me, possibly two. You've got a teaser for the very first ShadowTech Saber, and then you've got what this guy is doing coming up. So
we're trying so hard not to trip and say something wrong. Yeah, like because we all are always working on stuff. So it for the audience listening, like Fours and Aaron Johannan and us, like we're never only working on just one thing. We're always working on like multiple things, or we're concepting multiple ideas. So like when we do stuff like this, like we're so excited, we're like bursting at the seams, and it really is difficult to like make sure to not slip up.
No,
but because we want to, but we can't. We got to save it. We got to save it.
And again, go ahead, Aaron.
Oh, I was gonna say, in case any of you guys didn't know already, usually me, Fours, and Link, we tend to keep each other informed on what we're doing.
Well, I mean, we
really
all help
hard.
each other out too,
Yeah.
because like whether Johannan is concepting Saber designs and
or
needs
testing.
or testing it, or if we need fonts tested, or like me, like I've really been leaning on Johannan a lot lately for configuration stuff, because like, I look into it myself and I try to learn it, but like I have a day job. Like, I mean, I need help. Like, that's the thing, is like, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. And if you're willing to collab with people, like you'd be surprised how many people in the community are willing to collab. And that's what I love about this community so much. It's like don't be afraid to like ask for help, but also be willing to offer your assistance with what they're working on, right? It's kind of like a two-way street. And Johannan's been, I can't say enough thanks for that, because like there's no way I could create what I'm creating and not have somebody just putting a second set of eyes on it for me, man. It's so crucial. We all make mistakes, and having that second set of eyes makes sure that the customer gets the best stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
1 second, I'll throw another banner.
Yeah, Isaac's like, hey, we're all friends here. We won't tell anybody. You can share. I'm here for you guys.
Send me free fonts, guys. I won't share. I promise.
No
It'll ruin the surprise.
It's all gonna be all right.
Go over here to the closet, Chris. It'll be okay.
I know, right? Darth Eddie says, I don't even have a saver yet, but if I do, I'm buying your guys' fonts. Hey, look, that's the coolest thing. I really appreciate that a lot. And, it's funny how many folks are in the hobby that are like, they want to get into it, but they're not there yet, or they're saving up, or like, you guys are just as much a part of this community as anybody else, Saber or not. Like, seriously, you guys are enthusiasts the same as us. And we really appreciate all that stuff, really. So thanks for that, Darth Eddie.
For real. And I was, before you came in, Link, I was just commenting.
It was better. Everything was better.
Water.
Well, yeah. No, hey, I'm good. I promise.
Make sure I got everybody in here. Let's see. I guess Nerf Herder, Moon, Link, Kyle, Mark, and then the two of us were basically hosting it.
Just the two of us.
Pretty much got this thing. So yeah, we're all there. Okay.
I am gonna have to make time Friday for this big stream, man. I'm gonna have to try to make time. But get all your other guests in line first. Like, make sure in line. I don't mean in line. I mean like get who you need to get. Line. Like, if there's room for me, I would love to show up. But if there needs to be a space reserved for somebody else, like, that's fine too.
Yeah. Well, so I know I've got Kyle for a limited amount of time. He's not going to be there for the whole thing. I think he's going to pop in for just a little bit and then pop out. Mark is in. Jeremy, from what I know, is not going to be there at the very beginning, but he will join for the duration. I think Benji's solid. We got Benji. Let's go.
I love Benji, man. I hope he gets a chance to swing in, even if it's only for a little bit. I would love to. I don't really get the chance to talk to him a whole lot, but every time I do, like, the dude's just 10 out of 10, like the best guy ever. I really hope one day I get to meet him IRL and go have a beer with him.
I don't drink, but I'd watch you guys drink.
We'll have a Capri Sun.
So another thing that I'm really enjoying about these live streams is, obviously, like, you, Fours, and Link, you guys know these guys, like, the Jeremy Moon, Benji, and Mark Brown, guys like those. I've seen them, I've heard of them, but I haven't actually really like talked to them. So it's going to be really cool to actually be able to see them and talk to them. I can't wait. I'm excited. They all sound like really cool people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, because Aaron, you've been my Profi tester forever.
Yeah.
Jeremy is actually my Golden Harvest tester.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And
Nice.
Well,
Jeremy,
now he's mine because I did not know that he was doing that. And sorry, Jeremy, if you're here, you're kind of stuck now. I'm at your availability, sir, of course. But I do, that would help because mine, I kind of, so sad. I'm sad to admit this, I guess would be the way to say it. But my Fallen Saber, my Fallen Apprentice Saber, which is like a Korriban V1, it has a Golden Harvest V3 in it. And I have kind of had to cannibalize the SD card out of it. And I don't believe it's going to get any use anytime soon. So I really haven't been able to test anything on it, but that's okay. I do test things on my CFX, and Mr. Johanan takes care of my Profi stuff for me most of the time.
dude, thank you for reminding me, because the SD card in my Skinny Flex, man, it just stopped working. So I got to go out to Walmart and get another SD card. Crap.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh man, Megtooth, I remember when you were testing fonts. Like I remember you tested my I think it was my Satil way back when I was just first dabbling in Smooth Swing. I mean, it was a while ago. I mean, and God's honest truth, it took me, let's see, Negotiator, Treya. It took me 4 fonts. It took me 4 fonts to finally get Smooth Swing right, like to how I wanted it. Because I had to go back and redo. I went back and I redid my Darth Treya font, my Kreia font, from Knights 2. I redid it from the ground up. It's on Repulse right now. Lesson of Betrayal, that's what it's called. And I redid my Satil font, Grand Legacy, and that turned out so much better. And I think, and I did 2 Revens. I did one Revan as kind of a commission for my buddy Chris, who he wanted it a certain way. Like, he didn't want it the way I built it. He wanted it like very personalized, so I built that for him. And then I put out a generalized Darkness Reborn, and then I was like, that needs a fix, and I fixed the Smooth Swing and a lot of the swings and clashes on that. So like, those were kind of the only thing that I never upgraded and never worked on was Negotiator. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we're at. So I'm just glad I was able to go back and get stuff sounding better to me, because if I don't like it, I ain't gonna sell it. Like, back then I was like, oh my god, I got Smooth Swing down, I feel so good about myself, let's sell it, yay. And then no, like 2 years later, who the freak built this and where do I find him?
Like, I can definitely really sympathize with Fours on this, because I can't even tell you like how many fonts I've looked at from like stuff I did like years ago, and like every now and again I'll poke through and be like, oh my god, like, how did I sell this to somebody? Why did they pay for it? Like we're so hard on ourselves as creators, right? And I think that's true with most artists, no matter what your medium is. And we're our own worst critics, right? So, and we just want the best, like a decent human being at least wants the best for their customer, right? So we, like, I've got sound fonts from like the, what was 5-6 years ago era, like the CF7 era. I've got fonts from the CF7 era that
You've got fonts from CF6, if you recall.
I go back to CF5 realistically, but we're not going to talk about those because it gets pretty gnarly. And I've been asked by people for a long time to, like, update them and stuff like that. And I'm like, and I'm sorry to those that do want me to update some of those old works, but the fair answer I have to people is like, I truly am too busy building new stuff, and I don't want to look backwards. I will say this though, if it's something that was like character based that, you know, people want to see come back, like there's a good chance I'll probably revisit canon characters in a much larger way in the future. So just be ready for May 4th.
And you know what's cool, dude, is that a lot of the people who came into the Saber community since TFA, like they don't know who a lot of who what I like to call the original Saber font artists are. Like you guys, to me, when I came into the game, you guys were the four horsemen. It was you, Blocko, Machinimax, and Novastar.
Sure.
You guys were the four horsemen of fonts. Like, and I mean, you guys built
and that's
the sound community,
right? And don't get me wrong, like I appreciate that, and I'm all about the people that are around that have been around and recognize that. Like don't get me wrong, I appreciate that, but I also kind of don't want to every time I come around be like, all right, well, back in my day, like I was, you know, like no, I want to focus like. For those that were there and remember, like I definitely want to acknowledge those people, but I do want to acknowledge the new crowd too. And if you look at it from a business lens, because it really is, you always have to be forward looking, right? There are so many people, even right this second, there are so many new people in this community that don't know who the hell we are or what we're doing, or maybe they've bought our fonts, but they don't know who we are. Right? They just know that if I go to this place, I can buy this sound font, and that's what I like right this second. And then tomorrow I'm going to forget about it, and there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm all about making sure credit is due, but only in the sense of like if someone's going around doing something malicious or claiming something as their own, which we in the sound font community we really don't have that problem.
Not as much. I mean, when it happens, it tends to get blown up.
The Saber community has that problem where you have scammers and everything, and it's a big problem, right? But in the sound font community, I mean, I'd say once a year we'll find somebody that's trying to give away stuff for free when they shouldn't. But it's really not this big problem because most people see it for what it is. It's people putting their time and effort into something, and they charge what they charge, and you either want it or you don't.
It is what it is.
Fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And but me, I'm always just trying to make sure. That's why I focus on, you know what? Let me just deliver the best that I can give today. And you know what? If people buy it and enjoy it, wonderful. And if they don't and they buy somebody else's, I'm happy for that person. Like that's great. I love like K-Sith, Jesse over at Kyberphonic, you know, Blako's still crushing it. After he's been there the whole time, he's still crushing it. I love it.
You know, but I mean, well, let's look at some of these newer folks coming in. Like I just recently, I don't Facebook swipe much anymore just because I don't really have a lot of time and I'm working on my own thing. But I just recently started hearing work from a dude who calls himself Syndicate Font.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. I saw him too. I've been watching him lately, and he's actually putting out some really cool stuff.
Yeah, you know, and these guys kind of up and coming onto the scene. And it's, you know, and eventually they're going to have the time under their belt that we have, you know, and they're going to be carrying the torch forward. So
yeah, I actually want to give to a few font makers that are in the newer category that if you haven't heard of them or know of them, I want to give them a shout out.
Blue Force,
Syndicate Custom Fonts, or Syndicate Relics, I think is a new site that he launched.
I think so.
Go check him out. If you haven't heard of Blue Force Company, his name is Michael. That dude has some shit that makes me feel like an amateur at doing this. Like he has some amazing sound fonts. Babu Sabers has been putting out a lot of stuff. You have
I saw Babu today.
Yeah, you have Ebon Hawk Armory. He runs an Etsy store, but he he's been working with some LGT sabers, but also some custom stuff that he's been producing. But he also now Ebon Hawk is newer, like he's like brand new as far as getting the fonts, but he has some really interesting stuff that I really like a lot. And I've talked to the guy. His name is Jordan, and he's like this super. I mean, he's got my full endorsement. I think he's a great guy, and he's really getting into it and getting real creative. So Ebon Hawk Armory on Etsy, check him out. And I think that's what I've got off the top of my head. Yeah. So Blue Force Company, Syndicate, Ebon Hawk Armory, or to name a few. Like, go check those guys out. Support them. You know, give them a chance. Like, they really do make some incredible stuff.
And look, guys, this is, and I preach this every time I get on the internet, and I'm going to continue to say it. Every font maker is going to, I'm going to look at you. I'm looking at you. Every font maker is going to deliver something another one can't. Just because there are 17 Return of the Jedi fonts out there, if they're not just cut, copy, paste, it might be 18. If they're not just cut, copy, paste, like if the font maker really put a piece of themselves in it, you're going to get something different every time. And I really feel good when I get those comments that are like, I own this this Hero Saber and I'm having all 18 fonts on it. And I'm like, man,
that's what I was telling Forrest. Like when I kind of like came back to the hobby and Forrest was helping me kind of learn smooth swing and get caught up with the few years that I was gone. And I told him, I said, dude, if there's one thing I could say is a constant, is like there cannot be enough of a Luke font or a Vader font or whoever, because those people in the hobby that just are the ultra enthusiasts and they have that favorite character of theirs or multiple favorite characters, they will buy every version of a Luke font that exists because variety and because reasons. Like they will do it. And they love it. They want you to do it.
Yeah, for real. Like I've got 2 different versions of my own daddy issues. I've got gosh, I think I've got Shamim's.
I mean, I've got like 2 different Vader fonts. I have Forze's Vader font on my hilt because it's different, and I like it. And I'm like, dude, let's go.
And I have a certain somebody's on mine, and I've also I've got K-Sith's Jedi Return font. I think I got Shamim's. I've got
a font. Now I have a couple of Maul fonts on my hilt. Like I got one from Rob over at Genesis OG.
Thank you.
He's an OG dude. Like Rob, like we were talking about new people, but obviously the OGs, like Rob over at Genesis Custom Sabers is like one of the OGists of OGs. However you say that. But then I've got K-Sith's Maul font, and God, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I've got K-Sith's Maul font, dude, and I mean, look, if you got anything K-Sith, like you've got some incredible stuff, right? So
this cat,
these guys do incredible work. All these font makers do incredible work,
and they throw. You can really tell, depending upon the font, how much they put in it. You know, like I will openly admit there are fonts that I've done, even recently, that I can go back to it and be like, you know what, I didn't put all of it in there. Like it may sound cool, like oh that's accurate to the movie, sounds good. But no.
And you know what's so funny about that? Like I was saying earlier, like we're our own worst critics, but like to that point, it's so funny because like we can be like, man, you know, I've put what I think I can put into this, and it's an 87 out of 100 for me. But to somebody, it's a 110 out of 100.
It's a 110. I know.
Like some people, and you just don't know, right? So
you're transformed.
You know, it's so funny, right? Like especially me, the type of person I am. Like I don't look at any of my fonts and want to like toot my own horn. But there is one sound font I have done in all the time that I've done this. There's only one font that I will like slightly want to toot my horn about. And
I know which one it is.
It's Dark Star.
Freak, yeah, it is, dude. That
Darkstar is like this ridiculous happy accident that I created, and the hum alone is like 4 different unique layers. And I had this ultimate blast building it, and it was actually it wasn't a commission technically, because so the way that happened was Solo's Hold was creating their Rebels Dark Saber run. The Dark Star is what he called it.
God bless Solo's Hold too.
Oh, I love their work. And they did not approach me to create a font for that, but it's interesting because like in the past when they did some Ahsoka hilts like years ago, they approached me to create Obi-Shane approached me to do some Ahsoka fonts, and
Another OG of the community.
I think this was the CF7 CF8 era, and I doctored them up and did all the things, and then I think I did something recently. But when Darkstar came out, I think I kind of beat him to the punch. I think he was considering me, because when I approached Obi-Shane and asked him about it, he said, well, we haven't got to that part yet, but yeah, I was thinking about talking to you about it and seeing if you're available. And I said, you know what? This is really interesting to me, and I just wanted to tackle it. And I just got to work on it, and the end result is still by far, in my personal opinion, the craziest, most awesome work I've done because of what went into it. Now,
Dude.
That doesn't mean it's going to be somebody's favorite, but for what I recognize as my technical ability, that was the pinnacle so far. It was so custom and so unique, man. It was crazy.
That was your daddy issues. That font was your daddy issues complete, no lie. Let me address a couple things real quick. I hate to cut you off. So I've left this comment in the bottom of the screen for a long time now, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So Will is a friend of mine, and his little company here, Dark Alliance Customs. Let me tell you guys something about people who service the community. Will hand crafts sabers. He hand crafts them. Like he's got Benji's attention. He's got a lot of like high dollar people's attention on what he's doing, and not a lot of folks see it, but he's caught some attention. This Predator that he's talking about right here, oh my god. And the last one he put out, another handcrafted thing, I think he's got a patent on the stuff that he's utilizing to make the sabers with. And dude, when he goes live, you need to keep your eyes on the sabers he's bringing to the community. They are limited because they're handcrafted. And when is the last time, aside from the Thunder God of Sabers, Todd Johnson, have we seen a handcrafted saber in the community outside of Hampton? Remember Hampton? Yeah. Remember Ken Hampton? I remember Ken Hampton. That was a long time ago. But Will, he's on his way, and that's going to be amazing. Let me get this real quick. Thanks, Isaac.
So, side note, I'm actually looking at the Dark Alliance Customs Facebook page right now, and holy crap.
Yes.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, Will's the real deal.
What is it? Dark Alliance Facebook page?
Dark Alliance Custom Props.
Yep.
Oh, let me look this up. I might have seen this. Dark Alliance.
Looks
what
really
is
cool.
it?
Dark Alliance Customs.
Customs.
Blue Force.
And who runs this page? What's the
my friend Will?
Will Ailing?
Not Will Eiling. Will Hollyfield.
Hollyfield. Oh, this is new then.
No. He's actually been out of the community for just a little while. For life.
Okay.
But he's back in, and he's full force and killing it. Like killing it. His sabers for the moment are literally commission base only. Like that's how rare these things are. Like once you've got them, don't ever get rid of it.
Huh. Dark. Okay, now I found the right page. Now I'm looking it up. Oh yes, I think I've seen some of this stuff. Oh yes, yeah. I bet this guy and Benji get along really well. I would hope so. Their styles are very. This guy's got some crazy bone claw hook
Hold on.
looking.
I got to do Isaac a favor here.
Oh man!
I can't kill my own father.
No. It won't let me go back. Rocky can get around that.
Was that a cave scene?
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button.
Son of a bee.
There we go. Hang on, I'm just coming for Isaac.
Sound bank selection.
Welcome.
You're to refer to me as idiot, not you, Captain.
Long live the new Emperor.
Isaac, pay attention. This is for you.
Welcome to my throne room. Yes, come in close for the kill.
Here's your Malgus font, sir.
Malgus is disgusting.
I hear the Grand Moff is calling me Malgus the Betrayer. Tell me, did my deception sting? I should have killed you when I had the chance. I grow weary of your company. Soon the Republic's failure will be complete.
And you guys, of course, know that when you buy any of my fonts, all that stuff is in the extras folder. It is completely optional. You're paying for my time and my work, but all the stuff that's in the extras folder, all that juicy little quotey goodness, that's all freebie stuff that I throw in there for you guys. So the way you hear it is not the way you have to set that up for yourself. Yeah. So Isaac, and shout out to my boy Holiday 31. That's like my best friend here where I'm from. He helped me build that because I told him I needed to do a Dark Side Old Republic font that was not Knights 1 or 2. It needed to be from the MMO. And he's like, I got you, fam. You need to do Malgus. And I'm like, why haven't I thought of this? So
Hey, legit, like Forza's Malgus font is on my Saber at all times. Like that shit hits different. It is so good.
And it's accurate. Like if you know these characters,
Kneel.
Like how disgusting is that, dude? Like you are such a vermin.
Sacrifice was inevitable.
Like that is so good.
And it's funny because the running joke is that K-Sith does the dark side fonts and Forz does the light side fonts, but whenever I do a dark side font, it just comes out so nasty.
Yeah,
like I don't even know.
It makes me to be honest, Forz, it makes me want to go back to like my CF5 days because there was 2 fonts that I had released that had like murder moves. Like you would hear this force grab, crunch, neck snap, tosses the body aside. Like it makes me, your fonts make me want to get back into that.
and you know what's funny? Eddie here. Eddie says so Jesse and K-Sith are going to do a collab of 2 fonts based upon the twins. So that's Arkin and Thexan.
Oh,
I never did Arkin and Thexan, but what if I did Arkin,
but it was kind of like a Golden Harvest exclusive. It's part of the default package.
What if I told you guys that I might have a plan to work on the sister? Possibly.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, speaking of more teases, because I love to tease, man. It's fun.
Look at that. You got a fan.
What did I do?
Look at the screen.
Those guys at what they do. I know Forza. No.
Look at the screen. Look at Megtooth at the bottom.
Oh yeah. No. Megtooth. I saw that. Sorry, I didn't type it in, but I did see that. No, thank you for that. Darkstar I had a lot of fun with. But yeah, so you guys know Dante Saber Designs, aka Daryl Donato, is part of Repulse Collectibles and an amazing font artist who also does 3D chassis and custom installs and stuff too. By the way, for those who didn't know, he has a very popular font called New Type based on Gundam. And you can find the link for this not only on Repulse Collectibles, but on the POC store for their Mecha Saber. I think that's what it's called. And shout out to Dante for that, for Daryl, because it has done very well. It's very popular. It's an amazing font. I did want to say all that. Number one, go support the guy. But the second thing is, earlier I teased a little something. I think somebody in the comments shouted it out. I believe I saw the word Tron, but I don't know what he's talking about. But there's another something that is part of the same collaboration coming soon that might also be associated with something similar to a robot that can fly in space and do cool stuff.
Vitality.
It's not Vitality. That's different. Hold on a second.
Sound bank selection.
Nope, wrong one.
Hey, Link,
Sound bank selection.
What's up, Aaron? Oh, Johanna, what's up?
I recognize that voice actor.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Vitality.
It's not Vitality, damn it.
Link is the only person in existence who has
right.
that menu selection voice.
Yes, I am currently. So everybody likes Gundam, right? Well, listen to this.
Crap. I can't stand it.
We're not done yet.
I want to direct connect this so bad.
All right, I'm done.
See, and I think that's only three of us because Daryl, you, and then I have an old legacy font called Universal Century Saber, and that's based on season 1 of the original Gundam.
This
and
font,
I need to put that back out on Swing Swing.
This font. So I demoed a preview of something based on Tron and something based on Gundam, though I won't reveal what the names of them are or what project they are for. But just get ready for something with those in the next probably month or so. But in the meantime, May 4th is going to be something much different, and you're going to want to stay tuned for that.
Yeah. And again, this is why we're doing the live stream on Friday and not on May 4th, because everybody's going to be all over the community, going to different shops, buying stuff up, buying different fonts, buying different sabers, getting. I don't know if Pete over at Pete Sandoval, I don't know if he's running a special. I hope he is on like etch and powder coating work. But yeah, dude, it's like May 4th is going to be explosive, and that's why I'm putting my stuff out Friday, and that's not all. Oh, you're welcome, Will. That's gonna be pretty freaking amazing. Aaron, you were gonna say?
Yeah. So, Brandon, quick question, just to make sure that I'm not hallucinating. The voice actor for that sound bank selection.
It's for Katie. It is.
Same as
but
did I not get that?
No, I commissioned her separately for that.
All right.
And
okay.
extra money.
And while I understand that people would like to have that, all I could say is this is like all I did for those interested, because Darth Eddie said, yeah, I don't know how you get that, but let me have it. I'll pay all the monies, right? Like I'm like,
monies.
yeah, I'll pay all the things. But all I really did is I went in to the CFX configs and I just made a list of every line that is said, and I went on Fiverr.com and hired a voice actress, and she recorded it, and then I edited it in where appropriate. That's all I did, you know.
Nice.
See, now if you guys want to get in on that action, I can get you guys your very own custom Master Roshi menu select stuff. Soundbank selection.
Yeah.
USB card, USB access.
To give people some example of like what it sounds like.
Soundbank selection.
Oh, sexy. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I also have the Katie font loaded. I can demo that as well.
Oh, yes.
So like here's
Actually, hold on. Let me get my other saber.
USB access.
See.
That's nice.
System menu. SD card, UX system menu, exit menu.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's really nice to have an actual VO other than the Microsoft Sam, Microsoft Mic, or whatever the female versions of those are. You know, I recommend it to anybody, and it's a super simple thing to do. It just takes a little effort and maybe $10 or $15, and you hire a voice actress on Fiverr.com, and there you go, and a little work in Audacity, and you're done.
Yeah, absolutely. Which, by the way, gonna kind of shout out and promote this a tiny bit.
Oh, Katie is awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
I'm about to demo that.
So for those, if you ever commission Aaron Johannan of Shadow Tech Sabers for an install or some other stuff, you, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, get a copy of Katie, which is, let me see if I remember the acronym. Katie is an AI voice, and it stands for Kyber Artificial Intelligence Diagnostics Engine.
You are correct.
Yeah, and I'll let you take the reins.
Cool. So yeah, while I'm cycling to it, in case you didn't know, I'm slowly trying to start up my own little Saber installation business. I can do various different things. If you have an empty hilt and you want it installed, I can do that. Or if you want like a Saberforge ASP or whatever, I can do that. I can order all the parts. I can install it if I need to. I can even custom design a chassis. I actually custom designed and printed the chassis that's in this hilt, by the way. It's solid. But yes, so about a year ago, I actually commissioned Brandon for a custom font that I would own the rights to. So this is essentially
you can only buy it at Shadow Tech, like period.
Yes, yes. You can only get it from me, and the way that I'm having it work is it's going to be a Shadow Tech exclusive. So if you get a Saber installed by me, upgraded by me, whatever, if you contact me for his services and you're having a Smooth Swing enabled board put on it, you're going to get a copy of Katie. And I'm not going to just send you the bare font. I'm going to send you like all of the sound files as well. So you can plug them in. You can have them be pre-ons, post-offs, FourzzeFX sounds, whatever you want to do. It's a very versatile and modular sound font. Let me turn the volume down because my roommate's actually sleeping. That ought to work. So let me do the font.wave.
Katie.
That's Katie. And like Brandon said earlier, it stands for Kyber Artificial Intelligence Diagnostics Engine.
Place thumb on activation button.
So the whole place thumb on activation button, that was sort of a little idea that I had, and it's something that I actually specifically requested because I always thought it'd be really cool if the 12 or 16 millimeter AV switches were like fingerprint scanners to sort of unlock and lock your saber. So that's just something kind of little fun that I had put on there. Got the main hum. There's 3 different hums. There's this hum, which is just basic. Then there's this hum that has little, every now and then you'll get like diagnostic readings, which is really cool. Tell you like the temperature of your saber core and stuff like that. And then there's a third hum that sounds a little bit different. So yeah, of course this is smooth swing. And I wanted this to sound very mechanical, very raw, very bare, like you're working on the core of your lightsaber, crystal exposed and stuff like that. Some of the clashes will actually say that dueling is prohibited while in configuration mode, which is really cool. Really hoping to get one. Anyway, blaster blocks.
Repair complete. Disengage target immediately. Repair complete. Harmonic frequency unstable.
You got lockup.
Calibration required on variable resistor number 86.
If you could marry a voice, that would be my wife.
Yeah.
FourzzeFX sounds. Let me see if I can trigger these.
Perfect deflection accuracy at 86.41%.
It's kind of hard to do it with the 1-button mod.
Heating coils activated. System functions are running at optimal levels.
It's so cool.
So yeah, that's
cooling down.
That's pretty much all I'm gonna show for that.
Yeah, that's an incredible font. Johannan came to me. He came to me when he came to me to commission this font. He was like, I really want something in the idea of Calibrate by Rob over at Genesis Customs.
Yes,
Mad Cow, but it has to be its own thing 100%. And I was like, all right, let me get to work. And that's what I came up with.
So I told him, I was like, yeah, you know what type of font I don't really see a lot of nowadays is Crystalline Workshop type of fonts. Calibrate by Mad Cow is really good, really good. And then you have the OG Crystalline Workshop from Novastar, really awesome. I loved that. And a lot of the stuff that I pitched to Brandon was sort of 50-50 mashup between elements from Calibrate and Crystalline Workshop. But yes, I definitely wanted it to be its own thing. And Brandon really hit the nail on the head.
For real.
The voice actress too, man. She did such an incredible job, and she was great to work with, and so much to the point that I did a separate commission for her to do my menu sounds.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not telling you who it is. I'm not sharing.
Your menu sounds, is that on Golden Harvest or is that on CFX?
It's tailored for CFX, though I think I did have Golden Harvest stuff built too, but I just don't have a working Golden Harvest at the moment, but I think I have it for those, but that's it. Yeah, it's mostly for CFX.
Okay. I mean, I know you've got the files and you can pretty much
I need to look at
name
that.
them for whatever you want to.
Well, Golden Harvest has different actual spoken lines as well. And I think I did commission her to do those too, but it's far less by like magnitudes compared to CFX. CFX has a ton of spoken dialogue for the menu system.
Yeah. Magtooth, are you still in the room? if you're still here. I got a question. Actually, I'll ask this question, and Aaron, I want to know if you know anything about it yet either. What do we know about Profi 3?
So I haven't seen much about it. Yeah.
What have you seen?
I've seen like teaser images of the actual board itself.
Okay. But nothing about the features yet?
As far as features, I'm not sure.
Look,
I haven't heard much.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just put it out there, and people can take it for what it is. I really, really hope that these other boards out there can catch up to Profi on how well the smooth swing flows. And again, I'm not bashing Golden Harvest and I'm not bashing Plector, but one thing that I've noticed between my demos and those like Jesse or Kasith or whoever likes to do a demo on Profi, I've noticed that when I'm doing CFX and I'm changing direction on the smooth swing, it'll clip sometimes. And it's not just my fonts. I have gone back and I have checked my fonts. Aaron, you have checked my fonts on Profi. And even without being in Direct Connect, it is buttery. Like the transition in direction, especially in a figure eight, is so amazing. And I really hope there's going to be a firmware update or something from Plector or from Frederick at Golden Harvest that just really, really tightens that up. Because, you know, when I'm doing a figure eight on the CFX, I sometimes have to edit out the clip that, you know, it's like, you know, like, oh, come on, man, really? And this is, and this is why I have testers to make sure it's not me, because it's easy to lose track and like you're rushing to get font done. It's like, oh my God, I got to get this out by tomorrow, you know, and then all of a sudden it's like, why is this clipping? Why is this doing, you know, and you go back and you check your own work. And I can't tell you how many times when I started using CFX, I had to go back and check Satil because I'd open it up and I'm like, okay, the smooth swing files, they loop, they're seamless, they're good, they play. You know, I know, Aaron, I had you check. I know, right? I had you check them, and you did it on Profi, and it was like, whoa,
it was smooth.
I'm like, dang, that sounds so good. And so I'm just kind of wondering how much better are the features on that freaking board.
So Meg2 Sith Saber said it's in development, fall at best. Same board, same features, onboard charging, and deep sleep. OS 6 is coming out, going into beta testing soon. Waveland match, that might be a typo. So extension and retraction match wave. Oh, okay, that's
okay. I see it.
Oh, wavelength match. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, seriously.
Wow, they're already on OS 6. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you've got guys like Fernando on this every
Fernando's like
the day
the
of
main
the week.
dude, man. He's been that like I feel like and I know it's not every other day, but I feel like every other day we're like already an OS further, you know, like the dude is just a beast, like cranking out all this stuff, and I truly find it hard to keep up, and I'm kind of glad that my focus is elsewhere rather than owning a Profi. I don't own a Profi yet. I have a board. I have a 2.2 Profi that I'm saving for a build. But like, I guess where I was going with that is like I'm kind of glad my focus is not on the everyday updates for that stuff, because it's just like there's so much. But at the same time, I'm like, shit, as a font maker, I have to pay attention, because like, you know, there's stuff that they might create that, all right, now from a font perspective, I need to, or maybe I want to incorporate that functionality, right? Like so it's kind of nuts, man.
Well, fortunately, since the arrival of CFX and Golden Harvest, the only thing that's been added sound wise to Profi that the others don't have is melt. And truthfully, unless you've got a Qui-Gon Jinn font, there's really no purpose in melt. Like, no offense,
that's
you got to enjoy it, but it's like I'm not
Well,
gonna put
that's-
melt in my sabers. Sorry.
let's not forget that that's the canon thing that we've seen with that, but that doesn't mean that there's not people that want to incorporate it in something custom or in their own mind's eye. But it's funny you mentioned melt, because I just saw an update for Golden Harvest that is incorporating melt.
When?
I saw this come through a couple of days ago.
Awesome. See, like I said, I don't have time to scroll, so I miss this stuff. But I'm just happy as far as features are concerned that most of the Profi features mainly are in the blade effects, and thank God for those, because those are freaking amazing.
I'm really struggling to keep up. I agree with Megtooth. I'm really struggling to keep up with the updates with Profi, but a lot of that I think too is I don't have a working Profi saber on hand, so I'm not experiencing it firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if I was, I'd probably be a little bit more privy to what is going on other than just checking posts. But I'm happy that there's somebody so dedicated, because hey, it only enriches the hobby.
Yeah. So Fernando, if you are following this, if you see it, if somebody tells you about this, God bless you, brother.
Yeah, seriously, dude. You're doing the Lord's work.
Blessed art thou, Fernando.
Yeah. Dude's a beast, man.
Real quick, I want to sort of shout out and thank Megtooth Sith Sabers, because in the very early days of Profi, I think before I was testing for you guys, this guy, Megtooth Sith Sabers, he was like the guy that I went to when I had questions about Profi, programming it, updating it, and I don't think I would have had as much experience or knowledge as I did then or even now if it wasn't for him helping me. So thanks so much.
Yeah. I feel really bad because I have a Satil saber, like an actual Satil saber, and it was etched by Pete Sandoval, and that saber is the reason I made Grand Legacy. And I went to Aaron White of A&W Sabers back when he was doing commission work, and he put a Profi in that thing for me. The very first, it was Profi version 1. And it was able to run the second firmware update for it. And I felt so bad because I had that Satil for so long, and I had, and I was testing with it, and the board fried. It just failed. I'm like, no, it had this awesome kill switch in there. Like he spared no expense pimping that thing out for me. And it just, the board just went. And I'm like, crap. So my boy Chris the Wild Man, he's got it now. And I told him, I was like, don't change what Aaron did. I want to keep the kill switch. I want to keep what he's got in here. If the new Profi board is the exact same size as the one that's in there now, and I'm hoping it is, swap it out.
So, as far as I know, the size difference between Profi 1 and Profi 2.2 is very minuscule.
Okay.
Slight dimension changes.
So maybe an adjustment to the chassis?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'll get back with you on that, because I have a saber with Profi 2.2 and a saber with a Profi V1, and I have some calipers. I can measure that for you.
Okay. Because right now, I mean, the best thing I'm gonna get is Profi 2.2. I've got one going in. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. So I managed, and again, all props to Chris for this. I got the new MOM hero. oh my god, like I never wanted a hero. I you know, if we're gonna talk Return of the Jedi, it's Solo's Hold, V2, Gen 2, or nothing. There's nothing else. You can't preach Anakin Starkiller at me. You can't preach the KRV2 at me. No offense to any of them. Everybody does great work, but Solo's Hold, Aaron Tromley, has got the very best Luke V2 on the planet. Period. It made me not want a hero. And Chris showed me what this MOM, where it comes from, how far these guys went to make this thing accurate. And I was like, okay. And what sealed the deal for me was Mando Luke came out and he wielded that thing on screen. And I'm like, all right, so I guess Forz is going to build a Mando Luke font. I guess Forz is going to build a Mando Luke font, guys.
Mando Luke complete.
Really?
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's so interesting about that.
And I'm going to put it on that saber.
I really find it interesting that they chose to give a different hum in Mando versus ROTJ. In Mando, it's almost more of a Graflex hum, whereas Hero in episode 6 is a lot more unique, in my opinion anyway. But if I ever do a Mando Luke, I could see myself doing it as an add-on to something versus a standalone, but that doesn't mean that there's not room for a standalone by any means. Like, of course, there have been sound fonts made on much less, for God's sakes. But
you don't say.
We all know that. I can say if anybody's ever looking for a Mando Luke from me, it will come in the form as an add-on. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, but for me, again, you guys know me. I don't make fonts unless I have some sort of emotional attachment to it, and Luke Skywalker is my boy. Like, I named my kid after him. So, yeah, I mean, that font, when it's time for me to do it, because I'm not ready to do it yet. I need to go back. I need to watch it again. I also need to see if there's going to be more iterations of him in the upcoming either Ahsoka series, Mando season 3, or in, or even as like as an appearance in any other upcoming Star Wars series. Like, if there is, then we can incorporate. But I'm not emotionally ready to tackle Mando Luke just yet. But that right there is the Luke Skywalker we deserved. Like that. After the catastrophe that was TLJ, and like, I enjoyed some of TLJ, like even the parts with Luke. Like, while I was disappointed, I was kind of happy at the same time because it's him, it's Mark, he's on screen. Oh my God, it's Mark, yay! But when Mando Luke came on the screen and they played that theme,
oh yeah, that was top. That was like pinnacle. Nothing beats that.
I was crying. I was
tearing up,
ugly,
man.
I was ugly crying.
You know what? Here, I'll give you a little insight. You know what broke me? It was because first the sequence of events. Well, actually, I think what I'm about to say happened first, and then the Grogu goodbye. Maybe I can't remember. Did R2 come out at? Was it Luke and then the goodbye and then R2, or did R2 show up before the Grogu goodbye?
R2 was
after the goodbye.
R2 was kind of R2 was the scene killer because you were getting teared up, you were getting emotionally involved.
R2 is what broke me.
Yeah, and then you see R2, and
when I saw R2, I was like, all right, damn it.
When I saw R2, my wife and I were both watching, and I was like in the middle of freaking crying, and I looked at the screen. I was like, "Hey, R2."
Yeah, mate, seriously.
And then it goes back to Baby Yoda and Mando, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
I mean, him grabbing his face and looking at him, I'm like, yeah, like okay, but when R2 rolled up, I'm like, damn it, all right, shit. Yeah, that's the thing that, like, just kicked the bucket was already teetering, and then it just goes just like son of a. All right, dang it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of speculation and a lot of talk about how people would have reacted. Like, what if it were Samuel L. Jackson that came out of that ship? Like, what if it were him?
Surprise, mother sucker. Yeah.
Well, shoot, Grogu, that's all you had to say.
That's all you had to say. Oh, dude, I still am holding out for like a return of Mace, dude. They got to do it. There's a lot of rumors, but I don't know if they're real.
Yeah. But yes, Fours is going to make a Mando Luke font, and it's
cool.
It's too soon after Kasith did his. And I'm glad that Kasith did his in the spirit of the hallway. Because
that's what it is. That was everything, man.
His Rogue One font, his Rogue One Vader he captured it so well. I mean, it's like that is one of the go-to Vader fonts. When you want a Vader font, you go for the Rogue One Vader. And if you want a good all-around, all-encompassing Vader font, then you come to me and you get the classic villain. And heck, Jesse
by for May 4th.
Yeah, stand by for May 4th. And Jesse did a good Vader as well. So I mean, all around, it's good stuff. But like as far as capturing a scene, like an individual scene, Kasith knocked the Rogue Vader out of the park. That's part of the reason why I did Anger and Lust for Power the way that I did. I didn't just want it to be your typical Hayden, you underestimate my power. I wanted to get Kyle for it. I wanted it to be different. I really wanted it to stick. So that's why I did what I did. I'm going to do the same with Mando Luke. I'm going to attack it in a way that, it's gonna be different, but it's still gonna bring you the feels. I'm just not ready. I'm getting there. I've got a couple fonts that I want to knock out that need to be done, but most stuff from me, if I'm not in love with the character, you're gonna find all-encompassing stuff. Vader is the classic villain is all Vader. The sequel villain is all Kylo. It's not just a Kylo. There's not a Kylo version 1, version 2, version 3. Luke, you're gonna get Luke's from me because I'm invested in it. Folks, there's a reason why I've been in this game for 5 years and I have not done a Empire or ANH Luke yet. There is a reason. Now is that reason. It's getting to be about time where my skill set is where I want it to be to attack the stuff that I want to attack and really leave a very, very good feeling in people's minds and hearts. Because that's where I'm going to be remembered. That's what Daddy Issues Complete is. It means everything to me. I'm not going to make fonts that are meaningless. Fours, why don't you have more fonts out? Why aren't you keeping up with these other guys? Because I don't freaking care. That's the reason.
That crowd can pound sand, dude.
Well, no, I mean, you don't even have to say it like that. I mean, these are typical questions that font makers get. Why don't you do things such and such as way? Or why don't you make as much? Oh, you must not be as good as someone else because they have so much. Dude, that's what makes us all unique. We all work on our own level. When when Fours puts out Mando Luke, you're gonna know.
I'm the same way, dude. I'm the same exact way. Like if I put out a font, dude, like there is like Corvus Bounty, which is my Mando Ahsoka font. I got that out. I thought, and this is hilarious. I thought I was going to be the first one because I got it out fast. Wanseth beat me to it. Like I think I came out with it either the same day or the day after, or something like that. It was really close, and he beat me to it. And it wasn't so much. The interesting thing about that is it wasn't that I was trying to get it out that fast. It's that I had,
I said, "Hey, Craig."
Oh yeah,
Craig,
I had most of that font built already from a Rebels project way back when. It's just that Mando introduced new sound effects on top of the sound set. So I was basically just doing an upgrade conversion is what it was, is why it got out so fast. But I still put the same amount of effort and care that I would any other font. And I agree with Forrest. Like, I'm the same way. Like, if I'm working on a font, like, I'm trying to give it what I feel like is my best. Because at the end of the day, I want the people that spend money and they feel that I'm worthy enough to spend money on for their personal hilt. You know, I want that experience to be as good as I can do. You know,
Dude.
If it sucks, at least I can say, hey, I did my due diligence, gave it my all, and I'm happy with that.
You are lucky that I don't take the ignition from your Citizen font and use it in everything that I have, because that ignition
Citizen is cool. So real quick with that, this is interesting. A lot of people don't know this because this is something font makers pick out. But when season 7 of Clone Wars came out and Ahsoka got her blue blade sabers, the people that, you know, Skywalker Sound or whoever does the sound editing on the show, they took the Rebels sabers sound set and they modified and combined it with regular lightsaber sounds. So it's interesting because, like, the hum, if you listen really closely when she first encounters Maul, the hum is like the hum from her white blades. But when they do the ignitions, it's like a combination of the white blades and regular sabers. So I tried to replicate that with Citizen, and I think I got pretty close.
It doesn't matter that you got close. The fact of the matter is that the pop in that,
you can hear in Rebels season 7. You can hear those blue blades ignite, and they sound like the Rebels ignitions, but on top of or underneath a layer of standard lightsaber stuff. You can, if you really go back and rewind and listen, you'll hear exactly what I'm talking about. And that's how I built it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And you know, I wasn't planning on doing that font initially, but when I heard the unique version, I was like, I kind of gotta like give it a shot.
Yeah,
I think Forrest is doing something.
he is. He got his custom saber.
Forrest font or Forrest saber.
Oh yeah. Yeah, to sort of attest to the whole making that experience worth it. For example, the Katie font that I commissioned you for, it's made for essentially, imagine like you're working on your lightsaber. Well, whenever I was working on a lightsaber, I loaded that font up as a test font to make sure everything was working properly. And I connected 2 bare wires together to make it turn on. I heard that pre-on, heard it power up, heard the hum. I was like, man, this is it. This is how it's supposed to look and sound. It's perfect.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
This ignition for Citizen hits so hard. Good God. Yes. This, y'all listen to that. Jeez, great, dude. And it doesn't matter what angle you hold it at. Link did this with. Good Lord. That's perfection. That is a perfect ignition. There is no better ignition than that.
Oh yeah.
That like, yeah, like y'all better get down and watch out when that thing goes off, because oh my God, that is the sickest ignition like in the history of Saberland. No joke. And again,
I gotta say, you know, when you talk about ignitions, and you know, I mentioned Blue Force Company earlier. Blue Force has this font, and I swear I'm almost positive the demo video for it was done either direct connect or a Bluetooth, something that simulates direct connect, which is great. That's not a bad thing, but like he has this, what is it called, like cyborg, or not cyborg, but it's almost like a transformer or so, something like cybernetic. I forget what the name of it is.
Are you thinking of Ignition Redux?
Maybe it might be that one.
Hold up,
but it's by Blue Force Company. The ignitions on that font are ridiculous, like to the point where I'm like, transform is a bitch. Like it ain't nothing compared to this. I was like, dude, like Blue Force Company, Michael over at Blue Force Company, dude, you got to check out his fonts.
I've heard some stuff from Blue Force lately. I actually commented.
That dude is like ridiculous.
Protoblade?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the one. Protoblade.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like a Proto Saber font that he has. And dude, I'm not even kidding. I asked. Okay, full disclosure. I begged him to join Repulse. I begged him. And he was so kind and was like, dude, I'm humbled. Thank you so much. But like, I'm doing my thing. And like, I just kind of, this is where I want to be. And I'm like, mad respect, man. Mad respect. Yeah. But I tried so hard. And God, no, I didn't get far at all. It was terrible. And it didn't matter in the end. So, little Linkin Park reference. But yeah, dude.
Oh, I just got that. Okay. It went over my head, and then I had to reach back and grab it, but I got it.
Yeah, no, I'm old. Anyway.
As am I.
But yeah, dude, Blue Force. Blue Force. I mentioned Blue Force because he's newer. Like, Jesse over Kyberphonic. Like, yeah, like Isaac says, the Shock Baton. Yeah, absolutely. I think Shock Baton is like a similar to what I have for. Like I have this font called Purged, which is like it's based on the Purge Troopers from Fallen Order, but it really is like a Electrostaff style font. And but I, so what my point was is like people know Jesse, like everybody knows Jesse, and he makes really cool stuff. But for the new guys that a lot of people don't know still, Blue Force, y'all got to check him out.
And, I don't think still too many people know that you and I did a collab on
All That Remains
as well. All That Remains. Like I see a lot of two of theirs.
Jesse and Keenan did a really great collab for Fallen Order called The Survivor, I believe. And it's very similar in that it has not to ours, but like Survivor has like all the different colors of the sabers that he has, and it's a great font package. It's really good. The collaboration that Forz and I did called All That Remains is really just one saber color, blue. However, the amount of theatrical content that's in it is just absurd.
It's awesome.
It's like it. And then I have personally, I have a Fallen Apprentice package, which is similar to Survivor package, where it's like 8 fonts in one with all the colors. But the All That Remains font, I would say I would put that on a higher pedestal than the Fallen Apprentice package I have, because it's a collab between Forz and I. So you get 2 font makers putting their specialty touch on the whole thing all around. And I got to give credit to Forz on All That Remains, because he basically did the smooth swing for that exclusively. And that, I mean, even Benji was saying, like, out of all the fonts I have, this is the best smooth swing that I have on my whole saber, period. Like, Forz did an incredible job on the smooth swing for this one. It doesn't, the microphone and speaker, it's never going to do the same justice, but trust me, man, it's, if he ever gets it on Direct Connect, you'll see.
The ignition hits so hard with,
and we have so much material. What is it, like 8 ignitions and just tons of stuff.
I made darn sure to make sure to hit. I made sure that it hit as hard as it could.
Yeah, Chris was saying Kit Fisto XR Kun. I think he's talking about Kyberphonic stuff, but I'm not sure.
If I know Chris, that's stuff that he wants done.
Oh, that's what he wants done.
Oh yeah, and that's
well.
and
I can't say anything. Well, Kid Fisto, I could tell you that I might have somebody that commissioned me for something like that. I could probably tell you that potentially that somebody might have commissioned me for Plo Koon. I don't know. I'm just thinking, out loud, thinking out loud thoughts. Could
I've
be.
had two people. I've had two people come to me asking me to do XR Coon based on the books, like to do it. Do it completely conceptual. Use very, very basic stuff that exists, but like
I have plans.
Absorb with the book material and go from there.
I will tell you this. I personally have plans for XR Kun in the future based on the books because, and Johanna, you probably don't know this, but I know Forrest does, that about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I started an Audible account, and I have been blazing through audiobooks of all Star Wars Legend stuff. So the first thing I started with was the Bane trilogy. The second thing I did after that was the Old Republic 4-book series, starting with Revan. And Revan I had read previously, but I wanted to read it again. And the audiobook experience is far superior, by the way. You should try it out. And then currently, and then I read the two. So there's 3 novels for the High Republic, the brand new stuff, that the first 2 books have been out, and the third one isn't out until June. I've read the first 2. And then currently I'm on the Legacy of the Force. It's a 9-book run. I'm on book 5 right now. So this is all purposeful because I have plans on all the stuff. See you later, Magetooth. Have a good one, man. But yes, XR Kun is on my list. I'll say that much.
Sweet.
All right. So I'm not trying to wrap this up or anything because I'm having a lot of fun. But no.
Shut up. No.
We've got pretty much the maximum number of people in the room that we're going to have. Some were here in the beginning, others are not. Let me just update everybody on what's going on. So this is more or less a test run of what we're going to do Friday. Friday is going to be the FourzzeFX and ShadowTech hosted live stream, which is a pre-May the 4th celebration. I am releasing a new font on Friday. I'm going to have 2 ways you can get it for free. 1 way you can get it on the cheap. Okay? I don't have it ironed out with Link how I'm going to do that yet, but it's going to happen. And so there's that font. That font is it's going to be a Canon font. It's going to be the kind of the big project that I'm doing for May the 4th. You guys are going to kind of scratch your head when I present it, but then when you realize what's in it, you're going to be like, oh my God, okay, yeah, need to go get this. So there's that, which is why I'm giving you a way to get it on the cheap, and I'm also giving you a way to get it for free. So when I drop it Friday, do not go buy it until you watch the live stream. I encourage you to watch our live stream and get as many people on the stream as you possibly can.
Yeah, tell your friends, man. It's going to be a good time.
Tell your friends. Yeah, tell people in the Saber community, that here, I'll put the banner up. There it is. We're doing this thing Friday, 8:30. I am not doing this thing on May the 4th. I am not dropping this stuff on May the 4th. I'm getting it out of the way so that when May the 4th comes, you guys have the opportunity to go shop everywhere you want to shop. You could go shop at Corbanth. You could shop at Jakku. You can shop, and you could get your custom work at Pete's. You can go wherever you want, visit what you want, and you don't have to worry about missing a live stream from anybody. because we're going to do this early. I'm going to run my sale. The opportunity to get the free stuff is going to be during the live stream only. The opportunity to get the stuff on the cheap is going to be up through May the 4th. And I haven't decided which fonts are going to be on the cheap, but the new one I'm dropping is going to be part of it. So that's a way you can get it. So definitely I'm going to put a banner up probably tomorrow on Instagram and in the Facebook pages. So there's that. Possibly going to be dropping an out of universe font if Aaron and I can get our stuff together. If not, we'll at least have a demo hopefully ready to show off to you guys.
Maybe like a teaser.
We've got a guest list that is absolutely awesome. We have the three of us, if Link can make it. We have the three of us. We have the return of Kyle Lusignan, who is my Anakin Skywalker for Anger and Lust for Power. He's also the very, very famous Escalator Anakin on YouTube. Because I know you've seen him. You underestimate my power. Him. Mark Brown, who's been doing a lot of YouTube font reviews for me, for Link, for K-Sith.
Oh, yeah, Max is great, man.
Yeah, Max.
Mark, I think
Mark,
I can't
Max.
remember. Yeah,
I call him Max, but
Yeah.
he does reviews for K-Sith, Kyberphonic, me, and Link.
I need to send him a copy of something.
And I've got Jeremy Moon from Moon's Custom Armory going to be joining us, and he's got a saber that's coming to me that I'm getting from him that is just screams fours. And I'm hoping he'll be nice enough to show that off and kind of talk to us a bit about what he does. It's just going to be a lot of Star Wars. It's going to be a lot of appreciation. It's going to be more or less more of what we were kind of talking about tonight.
There might even be some exclusive reveals.
There might even and I'm going to be.
I mean, wait, did I say that out loud?
I'll be doing the Direct Connect demo for Link's Gideon, which I recommend you go over to Repulse and pick that up right now.
Big shout out to Forrest for that, because I don't have the Direct Connect yet.
And I'll also be reminding folks that be on the lookout for videos. Don't forget Daddy Issues Complete now comes with the cave. And Over My Helmet now has the upside variant. If you have not picked up the Spaceballs inspired Over My Helmet.
We updated that, right?
Yes.
Okay,
People
good.
should have the email for that.
Yeah, they do. If they check their email.
So that's all there. And then once we're done, the stuff on my page on Repulse is going to be there through May 4th, with the sale prices. So like I said, as a matter of fact, Link, if you're cool with it, is it okay if we not upload the font to the site until we start the live stream?
I'm down to do it whenever you want, boss man.
All right, because
you just let me know, and yeah, just keep in touch with me in the DMs for coordinating that. Obviously, as long as I'm off work and I'm not out of the house or something. Yeah, I got you, brother.
All right, because the big reveal on that is going to be Friday, and
I will be off work probably around 5 o'clock or so, 5:30, and Central Time. And yes, I will do everything I can to help you out with that.
Cool. So you guys pay attention to Facebook, pay attention to Instagram. There'll be some reminders. The guest list is pretty solid at this point. If we may have some last minute additions, I'm not sure yet. So I'm hoping Benji will be there for the duration, because that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Once May 4th is out of the way, I've got a couple of projects that I've been meaning to get caught up on and out to you guys, and then I don't know. I think once I get the things out of the way that I've wanted to do, I can finally attack Mando Luke and get that the way I want to get it and out to you guys. I I got nothing else. I mean, for 1 hour and 54 minutes, I'd say this is a pretty successful test run.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The audio works.
Yeah.
The direct connect audio works. Everybody sounds good, and the comments section has been awesome. You guys have been great. Please join us on Friday for your opportunity to get some free fonts. I'm going to iron out with Link how we're going to do it, but there will be free fonts, and there will be fonts on the cheap. If you miss your opportunity, if it pans out the way I want to do it, you're not going to miss it. There's just no way. I mean, you're either going to get.
I'll say this for as far as anything promotion wise with me going on currently or upcoming. For those that are here, most of my sound fonts have been for a while and will continue to be $8 until May the 4th. This is kind of a promotion I started last month that was kind of like a little bit more than a month-long thing because I have something huge that I'm working on for May the 4th. So the current $8 sale on most of my fonts is kind of like a precursor, kind of like the appetizer. I will, just full disclosure, the announcement and what I have coming will not be on a discount, but once you see what it is, you'll kind of understand why. And that's kind of why I was like, I do want to put something on discount. So why not like most of my library? So that's kind of how I did that. So most of my fonts are $8 right now, and that is a temporary promotion until May 4th. And then on May 4th, I've got my own thing, kind of like Fours has his own thing. I think our other guys, Daryl and Dante Saber Designs and Cosmic Cake, I believe they are working on stuff. I got to confirm that. Nonetheless, they're creating new stuff. We definitely want you guys to support them. They make incredible stuff. This is what I love about working and collaborating with other font makers is like, I make a lot of stuff and I have a lot of stuff, but I really enjoy like all these other font artists, Fours, K-Sith, doesn't matter who it is. Like it just amazes me. And a lot of it is stuff that I would never think of, So anyway, enough of that. So yeah, even if I can't make it Friday, I want everybody to tune in. I think I'm planning on it because I think it would be a good opportunity to not only back up what Fours is doing, but I've got some of my own stuff that we could probably chit chat and tease. And I think it'd be a fun time. I think we're going to have a lot of people in, and I would love the opportunity to chit chat with Jeremy and Benji and whoever else comes in that I don't know and can get acquainted with. I think Friday's going to be a blast.
Yeah. And I know I just gave myself a little credit at the bottom, but for everybody here, be sure you sub to Link on Facebook, sub to Repulse Collectibles on Instagram. Start following Aaron Yohannan here because he's got some amazing stuff coming very soon. Yeah. And we are going to be fully supporting him. As in, like, if you were to maybe ask me for a custom font, just only exclusive on your sabers.
I know this was very last minute. I actually was sort of thinking about that. I got a custom font that I own from Link. I was thinking about getting a custom font that I own from you.
Oh, come on now! Let's not get jealous. It's
no jealousy. No jealousy.
No, I'm just teasing. No. We're all cool. It's. I want to piggyback on what Forrest said. Is that we fully intend to support Yohannan and Shadow Tech. For those real quick, I've been trying to do a couple of Saber runs with standard issue. We didn't reach the pre-order minimum. We really didn't even get close, which is fine. I've still got some work to do and some prototyping I'm working on, but in the future, should said runs ever take off, I am going to lean on Johannan and ShadowTech for installs because that there's just not enough installers these days for the DIY section of the hobby.
For real.
And so look, if you ever need any custom work done or at least installs, or I guess just ask Aaron what he's got in his tool set available, but definitely hit him up, man. He's a great guy and he's going to do good work for you.
Oh, and pay attention to the bottom. Jakku Junk Trader is also going to have a May 4th sale, so be sure to check them out as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, Chris. I keep
just-
forgetting he just started that up recently. So
And I just saw a post today on the new MOM Hero chassis, and oh my God. That's all I got to say. Just go look at it. Like, drop what you're doing and go look at it as soon as we're done. It's incredible. Let's see. Oh, there's Aaron right there.
Yeah, so for any of you guys, if you want to add me on Facebook, that's it. Just search my name. Should be what the profile picture up on the screen looks like. And if you have a installation commission or request, just hit me up through Messenger on there. That's probably the best way to reach me.
Sweet.
Go, Isaac. Oh, yeah, and for those who give a crap, I'm on Twitter. So you can follow the FourzzeFX on, not FourzzeFX, the FourzzeFX on Twitter. I think I have all of 9 followers.
Yeah, we definitely check out all the socials, right? Like FourzzeFX is on the YouTube, the Instagram now recently.
Yep. I gotta get some. Yeah,
Repulse Collectibles. I have a Facebook page, but there's also a Facebook group, Repulse Collectibles Official.
Yes.
Please feel free to join. We are very open, easygoing. The rules are the basic standard stuff. Be nice and all that, but otherwise, have a blast. It's a really chill environment. I think we got, man, how many members do we have now? Let's see. It
65.
Looks like 65. We're growing. We're new, but feel free to jump in and post away anything Star Wars, and we look forward to having you there.
Yeah. I mean, the group is called Repulse Collectibles, but that doesn't mean you can't join if you buy from other font makers or.
This is
not an exclusive group.
Yeah, the only real rules, I guess, is if you're trying to sell something, hit us up first, or if you openly are this person is the best and everybody else sucks, we're not gonna deal with that. But if you're just trying to show off what you have in your collection, please, we want to see all that stuff.
We appreciate what you like. Just, don't scream from the rooftops that it's the greatest thing since
and nobody else is good, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
We as font makers, especially, we support all the other font makers. It doesn't matter where they come from. So
especially when you got those tool bags out there who are sharing our stuff around for
free. Yeah. No, well, that's very rare, and we deal with it on a case-by-case basis. But anyway, just Repulse Collectibles. It's a fun time. We can post memes and joke around, and no one's going to come with the band hammer on you, we're just here to enjoy the hobby.
Saber.
Yeah.
And this is dude, comparatively, this really is a band.
That's beefy.
Dude, I ordered it like this. This is the one that was done for me by
the Executioner's Blade.
Arc Saber Sabersmith. Daniel Rosher did this for me. This was done in MHS, and he custom all of it is 100% custom.
It has this Orgus Den persona going on kind of thing.
So I told him I wanted him to design it after. I told him Return of the Jedi was my favorite movie because I love Endor and I love Lord of the Rings, and he's like, "Dude, I got you." So he gave it this very Legolas sort of. I keep forgetting in Clone Wars the Wookiee Padawan who has the wood saber.
Genji or whatever.
It reminds me of
Genji. I forget his name.
Yeah, so it's very Lord of the Rings. It's very Legolas. It's very
so cool. That's so cool.
What is my precious?
Yeah.
So, All right, kids. Well, listen, we're at 2 hours. I'm going to wrap this thing up because we only have 3 hours for Friday.
Shut up already.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, kids.
Shut the hell up.
We'll see all of you bright and early on Friday.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, some of us gotta get some sleep.
Oh, God.
Call me.
Call me. Y'all have a good night, everybody. We'll see you Friday.
Yeah, see ya. See you Friday.
All right. See y'all later. Aaron, Friday, 8:20 check-in time.
Sounds good.
Laters. All right, you cats. I'm going to call it here. I hope that you are very much looking forward to Friday. We're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of people are going to be involved. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot to reveal. Yeah, we're pushing fonts. Yeah, we're pushing business. But you know what? Better to do all this now than on waste all your time on May the 4th, because y'all are going to want to save your money for May the 4th. I'm not even kidding. So I'm glad this worked out. Spread the word when you see on Facebook and Instagram the banner that goes up. Get people involved. There are free fonts involved, guys. Free fonts. So you want to be there for free fonts. All right. I love you guys. May the fours be with you. Go watch Mortal Kombat and enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you Friday, 8:30 Eastern Time for the FourzzeFX May the 4th Spectacular. All right. Peace out.